Hi there, having faith through the flames here, and today is Thursday. My verse for the day today is based in Philippians 4, and it is an oldie but goodie, one that we've heard over and over, but for some reason it just kind of captured my brain and entered my heart as something that is important because of a very special word. So the verse is, "Do not be anxious about anything, but with prayer and thanksgiving, make your requests be made known to God." So the word that is so important there is that pivoting word, but. So that's a weird word for me to focus on. But if you think about it, he says, don't be anxious about anything. That's like somebody coming up to you and saying, well, just stop smoking, just quit. Or just stop eating, go on a diet. It's not that easy. It's not that easy to just stop what you're doing and do the right thing. What I love about this is it gives that transition word of but. But with prayer and thanksgiving, make your requests be made known to God. So I started kind of thinking about what I do when I become anxious. Well, first I eat, obviously. Then I like to talk to either my boys or my husband. And then I turn to the very obvious answer that everybody turns to is Google. These are my symptoms. What does it mean? Everybody knows don't do that. Or this is what's happening. What does this mean? Or I'm worried about this. How quickly can I get out of debt? It's become a pandemic of turning to Google instead of God. Who's more powerful, Google or God? Both have information for you to answer all your questions. Google is easier because it doesn't have strings attached, but God is more lasting. This verse tells us when you feel anxious, when you feel like everything's just coming down on you, when you feel like there's just so much on your plate and there's just not enough time in the world to do it, you should be turning to God. Be thankful for the situations you're in. I'll be the first to admit, I sometimes get angry about job schedules, and it makes me frustrated because I don't really particularly like the living situation I'm in, where I'm living apart from my husband, and it frustrates me. But then I remember that the reason why he has his job and the reason why he's staying at his job is because he has a family and he wants to support his family. So I have to be thankful for that job. I have to be thankful that he has a job. I've lived in a world where that wasn't always the case, and I was the one providing everything, and it is hard. It is really hard. So instead of complaining about my husband's job, I have to remember that I'm thankful that he has a job. And I'm thankful that we're married and that God brought us together, even in a situation that's not quite ideal. God brought us together. I know that's a very personal story, but sometimes we have to think about those times when the things that we're worried about or the things that are bringing us anxiety or the things that are messing us up, are they truly messing us up, or are they actually the blessing God has given us and we're just not looking at it correctly? We turn to Google instead of God. How do you make a long-distance relationship work? How do you deal with financial problems? How do you, and then you scroll through the answers until you find one that makes you happy. But you guys, with the Bible, with the holy word of God, the same answers can be found. And they may or may not be the answers you want, but they're the answers you need. So you guys, instead of worrying and being filled with anxiety and turning to Google, place your requests to God. Be thankful for the blessings that you have. And know that according to His will, He will answer all your requests. It's a hard thing to do. It's not easy. But every day there is the transition, the pivot point. Just as I said, but every day it starts anew. Every day you get to try again. Try again today, you guys. Turn to God instead of Google and know that His path for your life is better for you than anything that Google can provide. I love you guys, and I can't wait to see you again. Bye.